Welcome back to Whiteboard Psychology, where we make psychology both visible and engaging. My name is Dr. David Zierk. In the last episode, I taught you about the learning process. Now, I want to show you the learning curve. So we have a simple X, Y axis, and I have 3 hash marks here. When a person learns something very, very quickly, they have what's called mastery. They've mastered it in just a few exposures. That's what I call the quick learning curve. Don't we wish that life was always that easy? But it's much more interesting. Sometimes what happens, sometimes it takes a long time to learn something and then finally we get it. This is what I call the miracles do happen learning curve. Because eventually, if we just endure, we get it, wow, and then we can show off and impress people with our knowledge. So we have those 2 learning curves, but it's much more interesting than that. We also have something that's really not a curve at all, but it's the kind of person who then engages in a particular task, who keeps learning on an ongoing, regular basis, kind of a linear process. That's what I call practice makes perfect. Or maybe you could call that the Maestro line. Person who continues to play the piano until they can play a Chopin etude. Amazing. There's one more. This learning curve explains so much about human behavior, where we get really excited about something. Maybe we choose to pick up the guitar and we learn a few chords across time. And then we stop learning. It's harder than we thought it was going to be. And our learning process flatlines. And because we don't experience progress across time, we lose our motivation, we give up. And this is what I call the give up curve. So when we look at the learning curve, you can see that the human learning process is fascinating. The takeaway is be aware of what your curve is, where you are on the curve, stick with it. It's going to be fun. So thank you very much for tuning into this edition of the Whiteboard Psychology. You can go to my website listed below for more information about this topic and much more. You can also subscribe to my newsletter.